I'd like to thank you for coming today. In August, Detroit's unelected emergency manager, Kevin Orr, hired Christie's Auction House to appraise the value of Detroit Institute of Art's collections. Despite a public outcry, Orr has repeatedly said all options are on the table, making clear his contention that he has the legal power and is prepared to sell the artwork. We are here to say the art at the DIA belongs to the people, not to the rich. We are also here to say that if the art is to be defended, it is the working people and youth who must come to its defense. For this reason, the Socialist Equality Party and the International Youth and Students for Social Equality will be holding a demonstration on Friday, October 4th at 5:30 p.m. We call on Metro Detroit residents to attend and organize delegations from your factories and workplaces, neighborhoods, schools, to attend the rally. To take forward this struggle, we are calling for the formation of the Committee to Defend the DIA, to lead the campaign to defend culture and all the rights of the working class. The possibility that the DIA could be fundamentally transformed, its collections cherry-picked, or its accessibility to broad masses of people undermined is a clear and present danger that no one should take lightly. The DIA is one of the truly great cultural gems of Detroit. It is the soul of the city. The people of Detroit cannot stand by while financial barbarians pillage the priceless treasure trove of human culture. No one should believe the claim that the sale of artwork will save workers' pensions, as certain union officials have stated. Indeed, Orr has already announced plans to scrap the existing pension system of retirees, turning it into a 401k stock market investment scheme, while eliminating all cost of living increases. The attack on the DIA and culture is not solely about money that can be confiscated by gutting the institution. Well aware of the growth of social opposition resulting from its policies, the ruling class in America is determined to keep the working people and youth in a state of ignorance so that poverty and subjugation are seen as a natural order of things and not the product of our present system, capitalism, and the exploitation of one class by another. Not only are the DIA, museums, and libraries around the country under attack, funding for art and music classes and public schools have been slashed to the bone. We reject the claim that there are no resources to fully fund art, pensions, health care, and public education, or decent jobs. There are plenty of resources available to guarantee all of these rights. But these resources are monopolized by a tiny layer of the population at the top of the economic ladder. We do not believe that any section of the corporate or political establishment can be relied upon to defend the DIA or the pensions and rights of working people in Detroit. While bailing out Wall Street banks, President Obama refused to bail out Detroit, looking instead to use the restructuring of the city as a model for the entire country. In fact, the visit of top administration officials to Detroit last week confirms that Orr enjoys the full backing of the federal government. The Democrats, from Obama on down to Mayor Bing and the City Council, are no less than the Republicans participants in the massive cuts against working people. If the plans of Orr in Detroit and the ruling class throughout the country are to be opposed, a struggle will have to be waged from below. It is the working people who will have to lead this fight. We say to all workers throughout the country who are concerned about education, culture, our history, and our future, that a stand must be taken. Drawing the line here in Detroit can be the starting point of a nationwide counteroffensive of working people throughout the country. The demonstration will give a voice to the vast majority of the population whose views are ignored. We have to carry out this struggle as the only means to defend the rights and the future generations to come. Thank you.
Eli is a retired city worker who's facing these pension cuts. Perhaps you'd like to address some of these questions, Eli?
Well, as a retired city worker, during our tenure working for the city of Detroit, we invested in the infrastructure so that we could enjoy a quality life as individuals living within Detroit and the surrounding metropolitan areas. Our objective was to maintain a dignified living structure for all inhabitants, such as the cultural wonders we have behind us. All of these items attribute to our lifestyle and our enjoyment of what we've worked for. We've worked in order to be beneficiaries of our efforts, not victims. That is very important, that we all have a decent standard of life. That's something that is a divine right for all people on the face of the earth. So we should remove our interest in self and apply that to all people on earth and make this life for all people fair and equitable.
All right, well, thank you very much.